Hey guys. Well, hello friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Man, it's Monday, so don't forget tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, we got our live stream. Don't forget, do not forget. We have the Dak Prescott countdown. Currently, according to James Slater, there is no talks scheduled right now, and it looks like it is the darkest before the dawn. Does not look like anything is happening anytime soon. I'm still amazed. I am truly amazed by this because, you know, some people will say, well, you know, the Cowboys are okay. They can just go ahead and franchise tag them this year and another year, and they're good to go. But that's $69 million. $69 million for 2 seasons. And that's kind of like saying, I mean, it's kind of like you've been in a long-term relationship with a girl, and she's like, you know, where's the commitment? Are we going to get married? And you're kind of like, you know, I'm okay with everything just as it is, you know, it's okay. And of course, you end up bringing in another guy. You know, she's going to start looking at you side eye like, you know, maybe I need to start looking at having an exit strategy. Why is it you're not trying to commit to me long term? And maybe the Cowboys feel that they shouldn't. But having this whole thing set up here where it's literally costing you $69 million. I understand this. $69 million for 2 seasons will be more than what Pat Mahomes will make in 3. The next 3 years, Pat Mahomes will make less than $69 million, which is what Dak Prescott would be being paid. You know, you look at situations like Kirk Cousins, who got a fully 3 years guaranteed at $88 million, and then got 2 more years put on top of it for $66. You're talking about $150 million to Kirk freaking Cousins that was guaranteed. Guaranteed. So you think about Pat Mahomes, who's got, Lord knows, basically a $503 million commitment over 12 years. There's exits out of this thing. There's ways that he can get away and ways that Kansas City can get away out of this deal and stuff. But it's showing that, listen, we want to try and build something and continue to win with you at the helm and have money to make and do other things. This just does not make any sense whatsoever, because you're not saving any money by franchise tagging. If anything, you're tying up more money. I just don't understand. I mean, but then again, maybe I do understand it, because when you think about everything that's going on in the world right now, you know, the coronavirus, that we've got over 3 million people who've tested positive, that we've had 140,000 deaths and things, that we don't know if we're going to have other sports going on and stuff. Basketball's trying to get in here, you know, and get going, and players are testing positive and putting in quarantine. You know, other leagues and stuff, and all this are trying to figure out. Hell, the NFL went from 4 preseason games to 2. And the NFLPA has yet to sign off on anything for the season, including whether or not there'll be any preseason games. Yet, here's the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, I'm sorry. And the Washington Redskins will be no more. But yet, everybody is talking about the Dallas Cowboys and what's going to happen. Without saying a word, Jerry Jones is the most talked about man in the world. So maybe I do understand what the heck is going on. Because the bottom line is, in order to make money, you have to be talked about. People have to think about what you're doing. People will need to, you know, basically, what's going on with the Cowboys? And they truly have that. In fact, when you think about the Dallas Cowboys, how much money has been made because Dak Prescott. If you think about the 2016 season, losing Tony Romo, you'd had Paxton Lynch in there, and he stunk up the place. Attendance would have been down. team would have been like, oh crap, we need to find another quarterback, which means the 2016 to 2017 season probably would have been pretty bleak. And getting a new guy in there, probably 2018 would have been too. So think about that when you think about the Dallas Cowboys and money. And on the other side of the fence, damn, I can't believe I can see that. You see it's over here. You see that kind of like reddish spot right there? That is actually the bottom of the pond there where the light is hitting. I can see the leaves that are on the bottom there. That's actually 5 feet deep of water. That's 5 feet deep. That's where the bottom drain is. In fact, you can kind of see where it drops off and goes down low. That's really clear. And the fish are like, damn, man, can a brother get something to eat? Here you go, guys. Here you go. My hand's still got glue on it from plumbing, so I'm not going to put my hand in there for them to nibble. I don't want them to nibble on the glue. But speaking of money talks, BS walks. Some people are saying, yeah, Dan Snyder's doing the right thing. Dan Snyder ain't doing the right thing. Dan Snyder is doing the right thing as far as money goes, because that's what this is all about. Dan Snyder said, 2013, you can put in capital letters, I will never change the name, ... until it costs me money. Because once you got FedEx and Pepsi Cola and Frito-Lay and all these big companies saying, we want to divest. When you got the minority partners all saying, I want to sell my stake and everything else. And then you got Roger Goodell, who finally went to him and said, yo, bro, the time is now to get rid of this name. It has since now been retired. It was amazing listening to Doc Walker, former Hog, back in the glory years of the Washington team, talking about the whole situation. He had people calling in, and this one guy, man, I can't watch the team anymore. If they are no longer that team formerly known as Redskins, there's a bird, I'm not going to watch them. He said, I went to a school that was named after Indians. And once they changed that, I never went back to a high school game again. Okay, well, here's the thing though. I heard something that was really, really, really just kind of opened up my eyes. If you don't feel comfortable saying the mascot or the name of a team to somebody who is of that origin, then maybe you shouldn't do that. So could you walk up to somebody who's an Native American and say, what's up, Redskin? How you doing, man? You my skins. How you doing? If you do not feel comfortable being able to walk up to a Native American and saying that, then maybe you shouldn't be called that name. I never thought of it that way, because I don't know that we should have the Washington Honkies or the Washington Rednecks. You follow me? And I'm not trying, I wouldn't want to see, the DC, okay? I wouldn't want to see that either. So that's maybe one way to look at it. And here's the thing. I got educated today because that name, 87 years, the longest tenured name in the NFL. Or excuse me, in sports, I think. Because originally they were the Braves, I think. And they didn't want to be confused with the baseball Braves or another team. So that's why they changed it. Was it baseball? I don't know. There was another team that was the Braves. So that's why they changed it to the whatever it was. The Washington Wizards used to be the Bullets. That didn't change. The Lakers actually should have changed their name because there ain't no lakes in California, not like Minnesota. Utah Jazz, that's one that should have definitely changed too, because there ain't no Jazz in Utah. There ain't no Jazz in Utah. The Jazz was from New Orleans. And Cleveland Cavaliers There ain't no Cavaliers in Cleveland. That was from Virginia. So, what's in a name? Changing the name doesn't mean that you're going to lose what the players did before. It's just a different name. Stop holding on to something that's not really that big. And maybe changing the name will change some of the karma, although I still believe that the Redskins will never win until they go back to D.C., if and when they go back to D.C. I think that's the curse of Jack Can't Cook. But understand that the Tennessee Titans used to be the Houston Oilers. The Cowboys were once the Texans. In Kansas City, I think? Something like that. And the Eagles and the Steelers were once the same team. Who cares? It's just time to make a change. And sometimes change is good. All right. I got some work I need to go do. And I'll see you guys tonight for our live stream. Maybe we'll have some news on Dak Prescott. Maybe we won't. Hey guys. I'm just so happy the water is so clear. Hey, guys. Hey, y'all ain't listening? Come on down. Come on down. Come on. There you go. All right. I'll catch you guys a little later.